was told that there was somebody that you brought to the party that talked about me.
I wanna know that. Okay. I really want to know that.
Issue is that 2 of my friends are allowing somebody else to come in and talk about me.
Boom!
I did not say that your husband was a drug dealer present.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Behind you saying something like that.
Excuse me, I'm talking.
You be very cautious. You brought about what
Is it that serious?
you picked on Jackie's marriage. I don't even give a with Jack.
So pick me. Choose me. Love me.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're talking about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Y'all, I feel like I try to be very fair when it comes to like my deciphering of my recaps and everything and of the show. And like, I don't mind Teresa. I'm not really a big Melissa fan. However, I do feel like Jackie, in lack of better words, I feel like Jackie's a dick eater. I'm sorry. She dick riding Teresa very hard, but we're gonna talk about it, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing the bad, best.
Y'all, I went to the Megan Thee Stallion concert, and when I tell you a bitch had a time, okay, I'm happy my voice isn't gone. One, because for work, like my everyday life, when I'm working, I use my voice. I have to talk. So it's one of those things where I'm happy I did not lose my voice, but a bitch was over here screaming, hollering, and yelling. But, oh, hold on. My best friends, one of my best friends, she went with her girlfriend. And mind you, we've been best friends since 2009, 10. But I've been best friends with her for a long time. And then I went with my other best friend. We've been best friends for like 10, almost coming up on 10 years. We had a time, it was great. And if y'all haven't seen Megan, the bitch, where have you been? Y'all gotta go see Megan. Megan did the 1, the 2, the 3. She not one of them, okay?
Stay hydrated.
Y'all, let's get into the video. I feel like in the beginning of the episode, Danielle basically talks with, you know, Melissa and I think Rachel, and they basically talk about the girls meeting up.
Goes, yeah. And then this other girl, Lena, her hairdresser was mad at her too. She goes, yeah, Lena said Danielle stuck up.
And Danielle feels some type of way because the game of telephone from Jennifer Aiden and all the other girls, Marge, that, you know, the girls were talking about Danielle. And Danielle was just like, okay, so why didn't my so-called friends stick up for me? Why didn't they say anything? And that is a fact. 2 of my friends are allowing somebody else to come in and talk about me. And the reason why I brought up my best friends in the beginning is because if someone was talking shit about my best friend, like my best friends, not even my friend, but my best friends, bitch, when I tell you that, first of all, I'm defending them like I'm them. 2, no bitch is gonna ever feel comfortable to sit in my face talking about my best friend or my friend. Like, I'm just not that type of person. Like, if I'm the type of person where it's like, if you have something to say to them, hey, let's try to figure out a way you can go talk to them head up, you know, face to face, woo, do what you gotta do. But I just never been that person to indulge in someone talking shit, even though, you know, I'm messy as fuck and I like to, you know, gossip. But it's like, if it's like a friend that I give a fuck about, I'm like, girl, why don't you go talk to them? Especially we're all in a friend group, why don't you go talk to them? You talking to me, or are you just trying to fill out the conversation before you go talk to them? Because obviously I'm gonna bring it up because, girl, what are we doing? So Danielle, rightfully so, feels some type of way.
Mind you, they were talking about the situation with Danielle's father as well, and basically she says she's not on speaking terms with the father, and you know, Melissa feels some type of way because, you know, her father passed away, and she's just like, you know, you should be lucky you have your father.
But I also have not spoken to my dad. Are you serious? I wish I had my dad. Like, I swear I'll start crying, and I know you're mad.
So I'm indifferent. I understand Melissa's standpoint. However, I feel like Melissa's projecting her feelings onto the situation where she feels like, you know, she should, you know, her father passed away, so, you know, there's a little bit of sensitivity there. And personally, with me, I don't feel like the situation that deep for Danielle to, you know, not talk to her father. However, you guys, y'all been with me for, you know, a while now. I've already disclosed that, you know, me and my father were not on speaking terms because I felt like a boundary was crossed. So at that point, you know, you have to set, you know, boundaries with people, just to let them know that you're not going to disrespect me and constantly do it. So maybe that's how Danielle feels.
Teresa and Jennifer Aiden, they basically, you know, meet up, and they're basically talking about, you know, everything that's going on.
Oh, hi, Jackie. It's Teresa. Jennifer's with me. We just got facials at Bill's place. How are you? How are you feeling? You mean from last night?
So I don't know if anyone else peeped it, but when Jackie called Teresa and she was like, yeah, you know, how everything go, blah, blah, blah. And Jackie's like, look, I don't want to talk about Margaret. I don't want to disclose any information, ... Well, Margaret did this. I'm just like, girl.
As much as I would like to vent, it would be so bad for me to talk about Margaret to you guys, but she was just basically defending Danielle and why it was right for Danielle.
You just say you don't want to talk about it, but now we're talking about it. The fact that Teresa even peeped it is wild to me. Maybe the producers was like, look, girl, get your spot back, blah, blah, blah. But something in the buttermilk ain't clean, okay?
But Danielle's going to New York Fashion Week. She's going to be putting on a brunch for the girls. So some of the girls are invited and some of the girls aren't. Teresa's not invited because, I mean, like she said, she only got a certain amount of tickets. She got some for her family and friends. Melissa's going because Melissa was the one who helped her out, supported her, put her clothes in the boutique. So she's like, obviously Melissa's going to be there. I agree.
But I was only given a certain amount of tickets, so I can't invite everybody. So I'm going to host a bougie brunch to kick off New York Fashion Week.
Melissa supported her, so I'm just like, it makes sense. I don't think Teresa would be that pressed though. No shade. So, you know, Melissa and Jennifer Aiden, they finally had their little sit down. And Melissa's basically telling her, I feel like you have a hard-on for my husband. And I feel like that is the wrong go-to move for Melissa.
A hard-on for my husband. I don't know why. I don't have a hard-on for him. Obviously, it's a limp dick with your husband. No, honey, you pick on him. He's an asshole.
Because Melissa, I think you forget us as the viewers. We have some type of insight that we know that your husband was over here charging at her and being highly aggressive towards her at BravoCon.
So I want y'all to know that this happened first. Then this happened.
I think 2 years ago. So I get where you're coming from. Oh, you have this thing towards my husband. But no, ma'am. Your husband was, to be honest, out of line. He was charging and trying to get through people to go after her. And she's walking away. He's still coming towards her, being an aggressor. So I get where it's like Jennifer Aiden's over here just like, got some stuff going on. But you keep saying, oh, you got the hard on for my husband. And Melissa, I don't think that's what it is. Now, do I think Jennifer Aiden sometimes she's a hater? Yeah. Do I think she's messy? Yeah. Do I think that she talks shit about you because she just likes to do it because you're an easy target? Yeah.
We've been in the same room, and I have my reasons why I've been upset, and you have your reasons why you're upset. But there's obviously something wrong between us because I feel like we've had this lunch before.
But I don't think, bringing up the husband, I just think that was like, girl, come on. Let's not do that, right? But they basically call a truce and just say, look, I'm going to try to move forward with you. You can try to move forward with me. Let's do what we got to do. Blah, 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 blah. And I feel like it's not going to last. But in this game, especially in this era, and they're not about to have a fucking reunion, but in this situation, they have to do what they got to do because they have to mend fences.
Say behind each other's backs. I get that. And listen, with Joe, of course I'm not the type to say never. I just, right now, let's work on this first.
That's what they have to move the fuck forward. So Andy actually came out and talked to the fans, was like,
oh, well, we announced that there's not gonna be a reunion, but that's not the case. It's gonna be something different.
Well, Andy, you should have said that in the posting before you over here post something with people. Instead of people posting some shit that is not all the way accurate, you should have said it. But he's
like, oh, the finale is gonna be top notch. It basically sealed the deal for the reunion. It basically give a great send off for the girls.
I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, New Jersey needs a recast, or some of these, at least half the cast gotta go.
We're going to cross next season as that comes. Right now, we're just kind of focusing on, okay, well, if we're not doing a conventional reunion, what are we doing? And what is something different that we could do? And also, look, I think that I think Atlanta was a really good example.
I'm over it at this point. I'm over it. But at the end of the episode, the girls sit down and they basically have a face-off, right? Danielle's just like, oh, I'm happy that you girls are all here to celebrate me. You guys are really so cute. Thank you for coming to celebrate me. Woo, 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 woo. So when she's doing all that, baby, she directs it straight towards Teresa and Jennifer. She's just like, okay, so why did I hear that my friends was letting a rando come in and talk shit about me?
I was told that there was somebody that you brought to the party that talked shit about me. Were you guys allowed to talk shit about me?
Jennifer. I said, oh. Oh. So Jennifer's like, oh, well, you know, this is what Linda said. Linda's basically saying that you were being so rude to her in the thing. And you, like, it was just like one of those things where you just like, I felt like, basically Jennifer's trying to explain baby girl's actions. Like, oh, she said you were being so rude. Well, Jennifer, you said she said she was being so rude. But Jennifer, you also said that Danielle was being so rude. You also said that this behavior needs to come to light because the girls don't know what's going on behind closed doors that Jennifer's doing. Danielle. But mind you, when they tell her what Danielle did, they're like, okay, well, the girl was saying this is what you did. Danielle was like,
Yep, I did.
Because who is she? She's a non-motherfucking factor. I don't know her. So, yes, I did tell her, like, who is this girl? I'm just like, damn. Well, I mean, at least she didn't lie. I mean, right? She owned it. She was just like, yeah, that was what it was. I didn't know who she was. So I was just confused on why she was in the VIP section with her pink wristband. So Teresa was over here perplexed. She's just like, why are you coming for me? I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. My whole thing with Teresa is that's the point.
Should have stuck up for me. I don't know what you had going on with her. The issue is that two of my friends are allowing somebody else to come in and talk about me.
And I think Teresa, y'all already know, I don't mind Teresa. I think Teresa is cool. Do I think she lying and like aloof as fuck? Hell yeah, I feel like Teresa is ditzy as shit. But the question wasn't, oh, did you not know anything? The question is, why did you allow this woman to talk shit about me in your presence? You're supposed to be my friend, and you didn't say shit to defend me. That was the question. Not,
oh, I didn't know what you were talking about.
And I know it looked that. I want you, girl. I did not set you up. Are you gonna ask? I feel like you did not, and I really want to believe that.
So Danielle just asked, did you guys set me up to Jennifer and Teresa? And if you watched my reviews last year, you would know that, Danielle, you're an idiot. You don't even have to ask that question. Of course they set you up. Are you crazy? Like, girl, they knew this whole time that Melissa already knew. They already had the conversation. And Jennifer's whole reason is, well, you know, it's Teresa's story. Well, if it was Teresa's story, then why the fuck you bring it up in the motherfucking first place, ma'am? Because you're messy. And Danielle, this is strike number 4. What are we doing? Okay?
You did. Stop. So somehow, some way, the conversation gets brought up and it goes over to Rachel. Rachel's like, oh yeah, you know, Teresa, I just feel like all this stuff going on. Basically, they were trying to mend fences with Rachel, Fuda, and Teresa. Like, oh, you know, Rachel, I didn't say anything negative about your husband being a drug dealer today.
I did not say that your husband was a drug dealer present. I heard that he was the biggest drug dealer in Bergen County.
I said that he was a drug dealer in the past.
And to Rachel's defense, I'm just like, girl, I don't give a fuck if he was over here. I ain't gonna say that. YouTube, take this whole video down. I don't care if he was over here doing illegalities when he was younger, older, whatever. You still slandering this man's name, right? However, I do think Rachel is putting 20 on 10. And she just like,
Yeah, you know, you're a bully, Teresa. You're a bully, Teresa.
Behind you saying something like that. Excuse me, I'm talking. You tried to turn it into something. All right, I'm not doing this. You're a f***ing bully, Teresa.
But I'm looking at Rachel like, okay, you call Teresa a bully while she's literally sitting there like ignoring you. Teresa is literally baby girling her. And Teresa's basically telling her like, don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. Don't do it. So I'm just looking at Rachel. I'm just like, what's the end game here? Like, to secure your spot? Okay, cool. But it's like, girl, you look thirsty as fuck. And it's weird. And the vitriol that you have in your tone towards her, it doesn't make sense because you're talking about, oh, you talked about my husband. What? Girl, y'all both talked about each other. So I'm just like, I'm confused on the vitriol of everything in her sentiment towards Teresa and Louis. Like, girl, it's not, it doesn't make sense to me by any means. But then they get on the whole Jackie situation.
You picked on Jackie's marriage. I don't even give a f*** with Jackie. She picked on your marriage and it hurt you. I'll never let you deny it. Melissa, don't.
Friends with Teresa, and Jackie's trying to explain herself because Melissa basically checked Jackie like, okay, so when have you're over here trying to defend Teresa because Jackie jumped in now, and everybody's calling it for what it is. Like, Jackie, girl, You're over here trying to make fetch happen and it's not happening. Like, what are you talking about? Talking about, oh, you know, me and Teresa, we've been cool, we've been in fences. I'm not going to explain myself. Which, that's part, I agree. No grown-ass woman has to explain herself to no other grown-ass woman. Whatever you want to do is what you want to do. We're not about to act like last season and the season before last, you was not on Teresa's neck. You basically said Teresa don't even know from up from down, left from right, her A to Z, her DEGs. She don't know none of that. So now it's just,
oh, you know, Teresa, like, we're such on a good page, and I just love her. She's just always been great to me.
okay, and that's why I had to end the episode, because literally I cut the TV off at that point, because I was just like,
Jackie.
This is so comical to me right now. Beyond comical. You're dogging your girl who you sat next to.
you was really giving me the da-da-da these last 2 episodes. I give you that. You really was like, I was like, okay, I love me some Jackie. But your reasoning makes no sense, Jackie. I'm sorry. But y'all, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. If y'all haven't seen Meg, go see Meg. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
So comical to me.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Pete. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let it God stop it, y'all and break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This American all I really ask you for. Now I got to go.